So let me explain why it is that the mainstream media is fucking garbage, right? Because every time we hear about some shit, right? Like we hear about this pipeline being shut down while fucking oil prices are at some ridiculously high price. And your brain goes, man, listen, like, yo, there's going to be thousands, if not hundreds of thousands or millions of people this winter that may end up freezing to death. And me being a northern individual who understands what winter is and seeing the price of fuel oil and propane, and because my house is on fuel, I'm standing here going like, yo, why the fuck is it that we're not doing something about this? And then you hear the president going, well, what we're going to do is we're going to shut down this pipeline. And I stand here and I go, whoa, 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 slow down, homie. Like, yo, this is not a positive thing, right? Like, yo, wait a minute, you're going to fucking make it worse? But here's the problem, right? See, here's the thing. See, the pipeline we're talking about is this one here, okay? And the issue is that this pipeline here does not deliver oil to the United States. See, they just fucking lie to you, right? They fucking lie to you. Line 5 transports natural gas liquids to a facility in the Upper Peninsula town of Rapid River, where propane is extracted and distributed by truck roughly to 22,000 Upper Peninsula homes. About 65% of the propane demand in the Upper Peninsula is met through Line 5 and 55% of the state's overall demand. Now, this is important. Not really, though. Refineries in Sarnia don't send gasoline or diesel fuel to Michigan, but they do send about 1.2 million gallons of propane, or about 90% of the amount used in the Lower Peninsula. Though most of that propane is produced from gas liquids sent to Sarnia by Line 5, analysts say Sarnia facilities could get the gas liquids elsewhere if their Line 5 supply was cut off. See, it would fuck Michigan. I'll be honest with you, and I'm not with fucking Michigan, right? I'm not. You know what I mean? Like, yo, we need to have a conversation, you know what I'm saying, about you know, what should be done about things of this nature, right? So here's the thing. Okay, when you hear about this, like you think, you know what I mean, that like, yo, this is like what this is, right? You think this is the reality of things. This is where I started off. I'm gonna show you like my research so you understand why it is I ended up where I am right now. See, I sat here and I look, it carries about 23 million gallons of crude oil, natural gas liquids used in propane, blah, 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 and it runs underground through Michigan, right? So 23 million, I took that shit and you know what I'm saying? I mapped it out times 500 or divided by 512, you know what I'm saying? Million gallons of, you know what I mean, of fuel oil, you know what I'm saying, used per day, right? You know what I'm saying? I did some basic ass math, right? You know what I mean? And that brought me to about 4% of the U.S. supply. But the thing is, they don't supply the U.S. as a whole, right? You know what I'm saying? This is from 2020, but it doesn't matter, right? You know what I mean? And like, oh, I took 160 million times motherfucking 32, you know, which is how many gallons actually come out of each barrel of fucking crude oil that comes in, right? How many gallons are there in a barrel of oil? 42. I didn't know that, right? Legitimately, right? I didn't think, you know, I thought it was a 55 gallon drum, like it was legit, you know what I'm saying? Because like that's what we see at a lot of places. Right. But here's the thing. So only 32, you know what I'm saying, gallons of fuel are made out of that 42 gallon barrel. Right. So it's actually, you know what I'm saying, about 76, you know what I'm saying, percent is actually the real, you know what I'm saying, amount after refining and whatnot. Right. So now I do want to touch on like a real actual story, you know what I'm saying, that really does matter because like I'm going to say this, yo, fuck Canada, we can help Michigan. I'm pretty sure we can help Michigan, legit. Like I'm not sure how, but I know that like we as the United States, we can help Michigan. We should probably truck up some propane for them, like a lot of it, right? You know, like the government should pay for that. You want to shut it down, I'm with it. I don't, yo, fuck Canada, fuck the overseas market. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, right? So Biden faces pleas for oil export ban that would upend markets. So, again, I hate the mainstream media. President Joe Biden faces growing pressure even from fellow Democrats to address rising gasoline prices with measures such as ban on oil exports, a move that could upend global markets, discourage shale drilling, and end up not helping American drivers that much. You can eat a dick, right? It was only 6 years ago that Congress lifted a 40-year-old ban on U.S. oil exports, reshaping the global crude flows. Shifting geopolitical power and disrupting entire economies. The U.S. has emerged as one of the world's largest oil producers, and crude has reached more than 50 countries with shipments often surpassing those of the OPEC nations aside from Saudi Arabia. Okay, so here's the thing. All right, so fracking, right, you know what I'm saying, can be done, break even cost $35 a barrel, right? I'm not saying that they should do it at break even cost. Nah, they should be able to make profit. I'm with their ideology of making profit, you know what I mean? And that profit should probably be somewhere between $50 and $70 a barrel, right? Which is respectable. You know what I mean? They'll keep prices where it needs to be. But there's no reason that the United States should stand here and compete with fucking places that legitimately are screaming for fucking oil and people who are paying $8 a gallon for motherfucking natural gas when we might need it here at home this year because like things are about to get very, very, very nasty. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so because like, the price of crude oil right now is $81 a fucking barrel. So with that being said, right, I wanted to stand here and make this video to correct the record on what, you know what I'm saying, the news is absolutely getting wrong, right? Because they're not telling the fucking truth. That annoys the shit out of me. I fucking hate that with a passion. I can't stand when the news does this nonsense. And I just wanted to put this straight, all right? That Line 5 nonsense going through Michigan that Joe Biden wants to shut down or whatever it is, it's not our oil. 100% that shit is not our oil. And it should not be our fucking problem. Fuck them, all right? Legitimately, let Canada deal with Canada's fucking problems. 100%, legitimately, right? Like, there's no reason why we can't respect our own citizens and go like, yeah, no, we're not going to make you risk having a fucking ecological disaster, right? On Native American fucking land. After what we've done to y'all for a long time, I feel you, feel where you are, right? Because Canada wants to make profit. Fuck Canada. 100%. Fuck Canada. Let's help northern and southern Michigan with their propane needs. Go, winter sucks. All right? And we'll deal with this shit next year as far as, you know what I'm saying, like getting them some permanent solutions as far as pipelines, put in something along these type of lines, natural gas lines, whatever it is, helping them get converted over. They can't do solar. Stop fucking saying these type of things. Legit. Because solar's not the answer. Wind's not the answer over there. It's just not. And they already have mass amounts of wind farms up in that neck of the woods anyway. And it doesn't help because, like, legitimately, it's fucking cold. And, you know what I'm saying, when it gets too cold, the wind basically, you know what I'm saying, has an issue being able to move the fucking turbines. So, legit, you know what I'm saying, let's get these individuals helped, you know what I mean, and fuck Canada. That's the mentality, all right? I'm Tom Pizza, Pnoid News. You know what it is. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace.